You sent this stuff over, so it looks like you're ready to go get down and funky with it.
That's right.
So I'm excited to be able to help you. Man, you are taking action. You're taking action, John. You may not have all the moving parts put together. You may not have it all the answers, man, but at least you're taking action.
Thank you.
So what you doing in Virginia from VA? I mean, what you doing here from Texas? The military you got?
That's right. Yeah. I'm over in the Richmond area.
Mm-hmm.
Came over from Germany about a year ago. So
How you like it in Richmond?
I love it. I really do.
Booming up there. Mm-hmm.
Growing.
So you're doing wholesaling. Already did that. So you are understanding. How long have you been doing wholesale?
So I started that back in June.
You did 10 deals in 6 months?
That's right.
Damn, you're a grinder. But no doubt you are noticing that wholesaling is going to keep you broke.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Have you come to that realization yet, or you still kind of?
Totally have, yeah.
Keep cranking out looking for leads all day, then you sell it to somebody else, you get a check, and then you back at square one.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm here. You see why I don't be preaching wholesaling to everybody.
100%. That's right.
I love wholesaling, John. Don't get me wrong, dog. But if you do that shit for 10 years, you're like, damn, I got nothing.
Exactly. And nothing to show for it.
Nothing. So you got a subject to it. You got the numbers so we can go over this stuff today?
I do. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you, brother. How about how are you pulling your comps? Are you using PropStream?
I am. Yeah, I'm using PropStream, and then I'll cross-reference some of that from down to Zillow and Realtor, some of the MLS shared to the public. So I'd like to cross-reference some of that information to make sure that I'm right on point.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So I'll put a link in the video description if anybody needs PropStream. Okay, what we got, man? Tell me about this lead. How did it come in the pipeline?
Okay, yeah. So I got this lead actually from my online digital marketing website. Do some SEO and whatnot. So I got this lead that came in. She filled out the online form. I called her right away. One thing that I like to do is close the distance really quick. If you give them time to think about it, then you kind of start to distance yourself.
That's right. You're done.
Exactly. So I called her up. We had a nice conversation, good 20, 30-minute conversation on the phone. And I started to realize, her pain points right away.
Which were?
So she had a really good position in her job at one point, and she lost that. Kind of lost the income along with that as well.
Poor thing.
It put her in a bad spot. So she couldn't cover the mortgage payments.
Golly.
Yeah.
That's rough, man.
Yeah. So
happens, man.
She fell a little bit behind with that. And she has some tax liens on the property as well. So she's just looking for a solution. She's trying to get from underneath all of that and just get rid of it. One of the things that I kind of offer on my site is self-education. So I'm trying to educate some of the homeowners to figure out how exactly we analyze the property, how we make offers. So it kind of teaches them a little bit about us. I'm sorry.
So you don't have to go in and try to explain all that crap when you get there. They've already been kind of. Go ahead.
Hopefully, that's the idea. Yeah.
Well, if they read it, yeah.
So she kind of read through it. She read through some of that. She understood a little bit of it. I kind of touched bases with her on the parts that she didn't understand. And she realized right away that she didn't think that she was going to be able to get anything out of it. Actually, she thought that her situation was, very unique and that we wouldn't be able to help her at all. So
unique in meaning that no equity.
Right. Yeah.
I love it.
I was able to reassure her in that, we have other programs out there, such as creative options that can allow her to just walk away from the property, and we can assume the mortgage, make those payments, and it's going to allow her that freedom to not have to worry about making those monthly payments.
Gotcha.
So that was something that she was very interested in and very open to.
Okay. Now, John, you know I love you, my friend. It sounds like you've been following my content. I'm a little nervous about using the word assume.
Right. Yeah, I kind of just threw it out there right now. That's not the word that I used.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna rake over the coals too long.
I'm glad you caught that though. Yeah.
She knows. No doubt you've been trained by some master on the magic words. I don't know who that it could be, but you've I don't know if you listen. I mean, there are other masters out there that teach subject too.
Mm-hmm.
So no doubt you have training to explain that you are not liable for the loan, but you will just take it. Okay, all right, that's
Exactly.
cool. You got
Yeah.
that. All
And that's how I explained it to her. You know, I told her that the loan is going to stay in place. We're going to get the deed over to the property. We're going to make sure that her payments are on time. We're going to catch her back up and make sure that she's current.
Gotcha. And what are the arrears, John?
So they are, let's see, 2 months of 1845. So we're at about
$3,600.
$3,600.
I'm gonna go ahead and round up, man, for me, because we got late fees and
Yeah.
another $80. Yeah.
Right.
Well, at least she's come, man. 2 months. That ain't bad, man. I mean, usually people call you when they're the ninth hour in 6 months, John.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's another thing that kind of concerned her. So she has been playing, you know, the game of where it's just enough to keep her from going to, you know, foreclosure. So, and it's kind of taking a toll on her now.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's the ARV, John?
So the ARV is 315.
Man, that sounds like a sweet deal. I'm looking at this here. Super driven. I see you did 10 deals, man. You rocking, bro. How many bedrooms and baths is it, brother?
It is 5 bedrooms and 2.5 baths.
Garage?
2-car garage.
Man, that's a smoker.
Yeah.
That's a smoker, John. Shit, you might want to move. What? Shit, you might want to just move in yesterday.
That's an option.
I would just a 5.2. That would be like, how many square feet is it?
2,500.
Yeah, that'd be like three around here. It'd be like 350, 360. When did they build it?
2002.
Okay, a little older. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
20 years old. So what is your intention? What is your exit strategy once you get in subject to? Well, how are you getting out of it?
So the initial intention or the initial exit strategy would be to lease option it.
Lease option. Oops. Let me let the dog out. Get out of here. Go. I'm just a bona fide dog sitter. I'm just a dog sitter. God help me. Lease option, down payment. All right, let's go over the numbers. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's let you finish with. So you're saying lease option it? Go ahead.
Yeah. So that would be the initial strategy. You know, or the exit strategy to lease option that. If you know, for some reason or the other, we can't find a tenant buyer immediately, then my next option would be to, as you kind of stated a while ago, move in it myself. You know, pay that down, keep my promise to her, make sure it's paid on time every time, and then you know, in the meantime, finding that tenant buyer to take over that spot.
I see here. Yeah, you got rental portfolio / lease option portfolio. I love you, John. I love it. I love you, my brother. Rental portfolio is gonna make you. You're gonna go ball. Doing rentals conventional, as you know. You sound like you've kind of been doing your homework.
I've been studying you for a little while.
Praise God, man. And I take no credit. I'm just passing on the message from the masters, you know? All right. Let's get to the numbers, brother. Well, first of all, what type of repairs does it need, John? Have you been over there?
I have not been over there. I just got this in a couple days ago, actually. So,
Okay.
but from what I've seen, so there's updated pictures. There is very minimal.
Share. I'd love to see it, John. I mean, yeah, man. Share your screen. Hit the button at the bottom that says share screen. This is a beautiful one.
Yeah. Okay. Here we
From
go.
time to time, wife's pulling it up, round up people hired to do consultations. John is on here today. This dude is on the ball. He called last night. He's on here right now. Show some pictures of the subject too. He's got going on. Hit share, then you have to click the screen you want to share, and then boom.
Okay. Let's see.
If you guys please round up any input you have, I love it because I don't know. I don't have all the answers, which is why I like to go on here.
Let's see.
You had it.
Oh, did I have it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hit share, then the thing will come up, then you got to click it and hit.
Okay. Share.
You see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Click the screen.
I have so many windows up, and I probably should have closed those out before I. Okay.
The windows are killing.
Wow. Okay,
There you go.
Okay.
Now hit share screen. How many screens you got?
I just have one screen here.
Okay. Now go to the window where the pictures are. This is what I see now. Firefox.
Okay, you see Firefox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You probably got.
Let's see.
Man, a 5. You are good gracious. Round up if you notice what he said. Internet. Leads coming, I'm telling you, because they're probably on the phone looking at you too, John.
That's right. Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay, so I'm
telling you.
gonna type this in here real quick.
Oh, I can do it if you want to private message me the address.
Okay.
On the right, you'll see private chat.
Mm-hmm.
It should be the address, and I'll pull it up.
Okay.
I like to see this. 2,500 square feet. Shit, you should be able to get it. Oh, damn. It's January. Everybody got no money. You got to just hold on to it for a month. They'll have money in middle of February, March.
All right. Cheers. There you go. Is that what you see now?
Oh, you got it. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Make it a little bit. Damn. That is killer, dude. That is nice right there, John. Look at that. Holy cow. Don't give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is before she moved in, no doubt.
This is actually recent.
So she's gone.
She's still there. She has some furniture there, but
Okay.
it's in the same condition. So
How long has she been there?
she's been there for 3 years.
So the mortgage is 27 years left.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
Good Lord, man. That is just.
Let's see. Oh, let me close that out.
That's a 3-story joint?
It's actually a 4-level home.
4?
Yeah.
Look at that. I feel like it's got a little rural feel to it. I see some trees out of the window.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really like that. That is unbelievable, brother.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3. Okay, in the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a basement as well.
Man, this is stupid. Is that on the side? Does the garage come in on
That's on the side. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. Good Lord. Round up. These deals don't come around they come around, but not every day. Sheesh, man. So tell me, you got a wife and kids?
I do. Mm-hmm. I have a wife and 2 children.
Now, why wouldn't you want to? Maybe, I don't want to get too personal, but I'm like, I don't know where you're going to get a house. No credit qualifying, $1,800 a month, no down payment.
Yeah, and that's that's part of the thought process right now is that I've kind of brought it up to the wife and we've talked about it, and that's something that we're actually considering doing. So
okay, that's
the
cool.
only reason I wanted to do something like a lease option is to kind of get my foot in the door with that lease option type deal or cash flow, I guess, essentially.
All right, we'll get to those numbers in a minute. But even if you do a lease option, if the tenant doesn't qualify, you can move in 3 years. You got 3 years of principal pay down,
Right.
Wow, that's a smoker right there, man. That's good Lord. I haven't seen one. I'm building out. I'm not even building on that. So let's say the repairs are going to be minimal.
Right.
All right. What is the total loan balance minus without the arrears?
Okay. So the total loan balance is $275.
So she's only been in it for 3 years. Did she buy it below market value? Because you told me it was worth $315.
Yeah. So she bought it low threes actually. So she did buy it a little bit less than full market value.
Did she put a down payment down, John? Oh no, you gotta get this woman some money, man. Damn, how much did she put down?
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much she put down exactly.
What's weird? I had the same thing pop up with an inner circle member on Monday. The warrior chooses when it's best to strike. You with me? The master warrior. Sometimes we don't have to strike. We can always let things go. And this one here, man, you do what you want, but I found, man, when you don't squeeze them to the max, you could really squeeze this lady to the max. I'm just gonna recommend you to give her, try to give her something, because I promise you, man, it's gonna come back to you, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back to you, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn, she's in it for 275. She might have put down 30,000, 10%.
Right.
Good Lord, man. Okay. Principles for that. Where is that? Right. Monthly payment. What's the monthly payment, John?
So the monthly payment is $1,900, or actually, I'm sorry, $1,850.
Does that include taxes and insurance?
Yep, that's full PITI.
That must her interest. Have you seen her mortgage statement yet?
Yes.
So she's got a low interest rate.
Right.
And you verified that it is a 30-year mortgage.
It is. Yep.
Rears, payments minimum, principal, monthly payment. Okay, what are the rents over there?
So the rents over there are average $2,100 to $2,300. Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We'll say 22. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, they're right around $2,200 average.
Gotcha. So it looks like we're getting what's that? 250, 18, 85, 250. Right? Yeah, 250 cash flow.
Right.
No, 350 cash flow, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 50. Yeah, 350. $350 cash flow.
Right.
It's going to cost you some money. So you do want to buy it. You have capital to buy it, correct?
Correct.
So it's going to cost you in closing costs on this thing. There's no doubt she ain't got no money to bring the closing.
Right. Yeah.
You got to pay her side and yours, right?
Exactly.
So, man, it's probably going to cost you. I know you're in Virginia. It's probably going to cost you $4,000. It cost me that's when I did was 100,000. Cost me $3,000. So it's going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 because you got recording fees, all that crap.
Right. Yeah.
You're ready to do that. So you got this out of pocket, 4 here. Well, let's just say 5. Yeah, let's say 4. Let's say 4 and 4. Are you thinking about giving her something, or she says she didn't want anything? Do you think about it, or?
Yeah. So actually, what we're discussing now is that she's trying to pick a time to move within the next month or so. So what we're going to do is we've offered to pay this month as well. So that's 3 months.
Okay, so we gotta add on to that.
Right. So we've offered to pay her this month if she moves, early next month.
So you're giving her basically free time to stay there.
Right. Exactly.
That's value. That's value, John. And you could probably even help her with her security deposit somewhere or something like that.
Exactly.
I'm not here to judge you, man. You do what you want. 6. So you're at 10,000. Getting in this deal is gonna cost you around 10.
Mm-hmm.
You got to consider that, man, because you are cutting into your profit. 350, what you're going to get it back. So let me ask you, what type of down payments are people putting up for a $300,000 house in your area?
So the type of down payments that I'm seeing are, typically your 1 or 2%. So, 1% of 315 is
3,000
So north of
on a big ass house like that.
Yeah. So I haven't, I haven't done any lease options. Obviously, this would be my first, but typically what we put down as a deposit is 1 to 2%. So I'd assume, I don't think it'd be the same for a home or a tenant buyer. I think it'd be a little bit higher. What would what's your expertise in that? What do they usually?
Let me ask you, when you say we put down, what do you mean by that?
So whenever, if I do my previous wholesale deals, whenever there's an earnest money deposit, I'll go ahead and do that myself. I'll put that down myself, and I put down typically 1 to 2%
to get the house under contract.
Right.
When we're talking about a person that's going to be buying this house on lease options and option fee.
Yeah, and so for that, I was thinking, maybe getting something around 7,500 to 10,000.
Okay, yeah, I ain't talking about no down payment in the lease option world is the option fee. I'm mixing them all together.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 10 grand.
Right.
Motion detected at the front door.
What's the deal? Hey, can you check for Bill, Missy? Shut there. So basically, you're in this thing for nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You cool with that?
I am. So actually, the way that these fees, I guess they wouldn't essentially be out of my pocket per se. They would be OPM. So that is another thing to consider. The arrears and the closing costs would be using other people's money.
The good thing about this, well, good and bad, you can start marketing it now before you buy it.
Right.
You can do that to see what buyers are out there. You got your signs. You could just run all type of traffic to this.
Yeah.
But I would say 2 things that I was thinking. Do you have a realtor up there that would allow you to list it after you get it under contract? When you get it under contract, you can list your contract on the MLS?
Yes, I do.
All right. I would recommend that. Let me write that down. Listing your contract.
Okay.
I'm just curious, how did you meet that realtor?
Through other wholesale deals.
So they're gonna listing the contract, the market won't know that you don't necessarily own it. They're only gonna see owner finance or lease purchase 10,000 down to 2,100 or whatever a month. They're not gonna know that you don't own it yet. It's not their business.
Okay.
But you'll get those homeowners that are out there looking like, man, if this thing hit the market, I have a bit more. I would go to. Have you been on Craigslist to see what other rent-to-own down payment investors are looking for?
I have not done that yet. The only thing I used was the rentometer, just to kind of get an idea of what rents were going for.
That's the rent. I'm talking about option fees.
Right. No, I haven't done that yet.
Let's do it. I'm gonna pull up my screen. My account. What is this? Richmond, right?
Correct.
What county are you in?
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. Let me see. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna share my screen. We'll pull it up real quick. See what. This is how I gauge around the country what type of down payments are out there. You know, so we go to Craigslist, housing. Is this cool here? 17 miles of 23237.
Let's see. We're 23112.
Richmond. 23112. Oh, using Chesterfield. Chesterfield. There we go. Sorry about that. 23838. Is that good?
That's good right there.
All right. Let's see. Housing wanted. Nope. That's the wrong one. Apartment housing. Here we go. Just type in rent to own. Here we go. Damn, y'all got some good product up there, dog. Waterfront property. Waterfront, gorgeous fireplace. This is 5,000 rent to own program. Email, contact number to discuss viewing. Can you see this?
I can. Yeah.
Oh, that's 37 a month. Wow, that is crazy. Y'all got some. Is that close to you?
Yeah, actually, that is. That's in the same area.
Lease purchase, rent to own. Down payment is required. See what type of down payment these guys are getting. This is how I'm telling you. I just go to the market, see what the market is asking for down payments. This is nowhere close to what you owner financing. Let's see what we got. Want to give them a call?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's do it. You can always see what the guy's been doing it for a while. I'll ask 325-1707.
You're unable to get to the phone right now. Please leave a short message for name and your phone number twice, and get back to you. This home is shown by appointment only. Again, leave a short message, your name and your phone number twice. We can get back to you. Appreciate your time.
1600. Good morning. My name is Chris. 757-660-2628. 757-660-2628. Thank you. Voicemail. So that's 1,600 a month for that piece of whatever that. I mean, it looks like it's okay. It ain't bad. How many bedrooms it is? That's a 4, 2.5.
Yeah. A little outdated, but
yeah. So we got 4 out there. It looks like it's only a few out there. Let's see. Wow, you don't got much out there. Financing. You see what I'm doing? Seller financing. Financing. You ain't got much out there, bro, John. So that's great. That means you don't have a lot of competition. Usually, man, I can show you my town. You don't even see Hampton Roads. You don't want to see Hampton Roads, Richmond. But that's still kind of the outskirts of Richmond, correct?
Right. Yeah.
John, I think you got a smoker here, man. But I think this down. Oh, where we at? Your down payment. I think you can get more than that, man. I don't think you.
Oh, okay.
10 to 20,000. See, the problem with lease options getting the larger, you have to make a decision. You got this every month, right? That's going to be cranking.
Right.
So if you're waiting for a bigger down payment or option fee, the 20,000 aren't just they're not everywhere, you know. But the 10s are going to be plentiful for this type of product. But on a $300,000 house, it is likely that someone will put down even more. I would say 10% is what I would kind of go for.
Okay.
I would start there, but the problem is you don't want to crank out too many of these 2,000 a month.
Right.
You got 3 months going by. You got on 2, 4, 6. You got $6,000 in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
So in between 10 to 20, man. And what I would recommend, I would just say, listen, we usually get 10% down. How much do you have? I always say, what do you have? Because a serious buyer, remember this, man. A serious buyer is going to say, well, I don't have that, but I've got this.
Okay.
Tire kickers are going to be like, what's the lowest you go? I don't even entertain that conversation. I don't entertain it. When they say that, John, remember these lines, man. Rewind it back. They say, well, what's the lowest you're going to take? Okay, so let me rewind. When they call, you get your systems. We are flexible with the down payment as long as you have something reasonable. And if you want to tell them, we'll usually get 10%. Blah, blah, blah. They're going to say, what's the lowest you can take? And then I say, listen, the people we deal with, Miss Smith, usually have saved up a down payment for their new home. How much have you saved?
Golden.
Because for me, even with my family, if I know right now, I'm looking to move, right? So I've saved, I have literally I'm saving, I got cash in, I've set it aside to move, So if they aren't in the mindset of saving for their new home, tell me, how much have you saved up for your new home, Miss Smith? They'll tell you. They'll be like, man, I got $2,500. If they're like, man, I didn't know what's the lowest you can. I'm like, you know what? I prefer not to do business, and nice meeting you. I don't even. You're gonna get a million, dude. Do you have a system set up to take these calls?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Tell me about that a little bit. It's going to go to call rail or phone mail?
So typically to take the calls, it's VAs. We got VAs set up.
They got their own. They're gonna take. Okay, we got that set up. All right, make sure they're trained, because you don't want somebody to get off the hook. You don't want somebody that. Well, you're going to ask them how much do they have to put down, no doubt, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
And then
you're going to call them back.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you can kind of navigate that conversation when you call them back, right?
Exactly.
You got your paper here. You know what they have, and then you can kind of see what's the most you can put down. John, I would do this deal only if you have some cap. Yeah, I don't want you to get, I don't count your money, but you're going to have 10 out. You got this and this off the front.
Okay.
And I got to be honest with you, letting people stay in the house, I just don't do it, man.
Okay.
But and even you're in trouble because if you pay her mortgage and then she says, you know what, that daggone John, he trying to take advantage of me. If you pay the mortgage while she's still there, you can always just pay it all up when she leaves. Please don't pay anything. What happens is, let me tell you what happened to my mentor.
Okay.
Right, he loaned a guy $30,000 to catch his mortgage up. Put a second on the house. The homeowner deeded him the house. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He held it in escrow, and he said the seller was like, "Look, if I don't pay you back in 6 months, you can file this deed, and now you own the house." Sounds pretty foolproof, right?
Right.
Brother, 6 months came. My friend didn't get his money. This dude hires an attorney, sues my mentor.
Wow.
Sues him with an attorney. The judge told them they had to wipe away the debt. You cannot do business with an owner occupant. Like, you can't do any of that stuff. Always leans. The judge is always going to err to the homeowner, because it's always like this: greedy investor, mild-mannered, meek, unaware, unintelligent, homeowner. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with
How did you see this thing play out in your mind, John, regarding you buying it, that time frame, her staying? How did you see that?
So actually, so she, I think about maybe February, first week of February is whenever she was gonna pick up and move out. She's already got a quote, for moving expenses. So we were gonna have her move out either, the first week of February or just prior to that, which means, I would be taking care of November, December, and January's payments.
Hold on, we got November, December, January, and you got February. John, we gotta be real here.
Yeah. So
you got 8,000. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, November, December, January, and February.
John, February is here.
Yeah, it's right around the
over. It's here, man. Yeah, I mean, the mortgage payments are too. So we really have. Go ahead.
I think what she kind of mentioned too is that her mortgage payments are due at the end of the month, which I guess I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know that they, I thought typically they were the beginning of the month. So have you heard of mortgage payments, being taken at the end of the month or?
Yes, actually, I have one that the payment is due on the 10th, but that's with a local bank.
Yeah.
So is this a local bank?
I get it. Well, actually,
You got the mortgage statement right there. It'll tell you when it's due.
okay.
Man, this weather round up in Virginia. I mean, it's like 70 degrees. I got my windows open. Good Lord.
Let's see. No, it doesn't have the actual bank name on here.
Gotta have someone on there if it's a mortgage statement. Shit, they gotta know who you're paying.
She sent me a snapshot really of the loan information.
It's not cut it off. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it cut off. So
that's cool. You can get it when you see her.
Yeah. But my plan, like I said initially, was to get in there and possibly move it myself. So that's still up in the air.
When do you plan on, in your mind? When did you have her? You closing, her moving out. How did you? Tell me how.
Yeah, first week of February. As soon as that happens, when she's out, we're closing. We're in.
Okay, so you're gonna get her out first.
Yeah.
The way to ensure that is by helping her with her security deposit, my friend.
Okay.
She got. Tell me about her family.
We didn't talk much about her family. She does have, a few adult children, and I did, when we were on the phone, I did hear, maybe a toddler or something in the background or something like that.
Gotcha.
But, yeah,
so we got to deal with them. You got to make sure they got a place to go, man. The more comfortable you make her life, your life is gonna be so easy.
So actually, she did mention that she was going to possibly move in with one of her adult children until she found a place.
Okay.
So that was something that was brought up.
I like that. Well, shit, man. I was still like, shit. I would, if I were you, I would have the truck. I'd put it on my credit card. I'd pay a guy $10 an hour to be there, help her move. Man, I would just make this lady's life. You are buying a $250,000 house and beyond. No qualifying, no bank application, no tax return, none of that crap. Man, I wish I could get one of these. As a matter of fact, I'll be looking for this down here. These houses are so weird down here. I feel like you got more land up there.
Yeah. There is a side note on that. So she does have a tax lien on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tax lien. What's that?
So it's approximately 15 to 20,000. However, she did call the county and ask about that, and supposedly they can't find anything on that. Yeah, and she called a day. So she said that there was a tax lien against it. She called the county. There's nothing they could pull up. So she's gonna contact the federal government and figure out what's going on with that, because last time she knew she had a tax lien on it.
So when you say tax lien, are we talking about the IRS?
Yeah.
What is that from?
I'm honestly not sure. She just kind of mentioned it and flew right.
Well, the city might not know, because that's not real estate taxes. It's just when you get your title search, which if we'll help you with that if you want us to do, or you can. When you get the title report, it will be on there. But that doesn't matter, man. You could sell a house. You can owe the IRS $1 million. You can still transfer the deed. And after you transfer the deed, what I would do is I would call the IRS and tell them that, hey, this person doesn't own the house anymore. They might waive it away.
Okay, perfect.
But that tax lien may or may not be a problem when you go sell it. But dude, you got the house. I mean, it's not like they're gonna the IRS won't foreclose on it for $15,000.
Okay.
They're not gonna spend 10 grand to make 15. Right?
Right.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna do that. But yet, what you have to do, has she signed the subject to purchase contract?
Mhm.
She's already signed it?
Yeah, it was actually one of yours.
Okay. So the first thing you have to do right now is to get the title search. Turn that contract into you own that?
Yes.
All right. So yeah. Well, you're good, man. If you need me to get, we can do something else. I'll work something out. You want me to look at it, but your closing title company / attorney will tell you all the liens which you are buying the property subject to all that. This 275 and that tax lien.
Okay. Okay.
You with me?
Yeah.
They don't go away.
Right.
You just have to deal with them. You're dealing with this on a monthly basis. You're dealing with the principal on a monthly basis, right? And you'll have to figure out in the near future how to deal with this IRS lien.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your problem. They'll
Gotcha.
give you title insurance. You'll get title insurance. You'll see it'll be an exception. They'll say,
Right.
we'll give you title insurance on this house with the exception of this loan with this IRS lien.
Gotcha. Okay. Good. And that's an exception. Okay.
Make sure you get title insurance. Yeah, don't buy it without that.
Okay.
They'll give it to you. I mean, it'll be $400 not a month.
Perfect.
This is smoking, man. You need to. Well, my thing is the main thing I want to make sure is that you know what you're doing to getting her out. Because John, you're gonna be in this business. People, they just get amnesia. They forget. They change their minds. They start to think that you're no good. They talk to their relatives. They say John's no good. He's taking advantage of you. Why would you do this? Dude, I've seen it, man. My mentor, I promise you, lost to 30,000. He gave this dude 30 grand, man. So,
wow.
I know when you can have all the closing ready, right? You can have the title company have all the docs, and then what I do with these deals, I'll put house has to be on the purchase and sale agreement. I will put house to be broom swept clean, but it's challenging when you're not giving her any money or she's not getting like 5 grand. So.
Right. And I actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because I did, in some of your videos, I know you mentioned give them something, something. So I was planning on actually helping out with something.
Yeah, man, give something. Yeah. Good for you. You get a star, man. Okay, so this is a good deal. I mean, I would do this deal as long as you got 8, 4, you got arrears and 8 because you gotta count future payments. They're here right now, and hopefully she gets out in February because then you got another 18. Close the cost to buy it. You're paying both sides.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So that's 12,000, but then you're getting back. You probably be able to get 15,000, but you'll have to wait. And then you got cash flow here. I would probably let it cash flow for 5. I don't know your situation, but you can let it cash flow for 5 years. Then you got a loan left. You only got a loan for 23 years left.
Perfect.
Smoking deal, brother. Smoking.
Thank you.
If you have money, I want to make sure my roundup is if you broke, you need to sell this deal off. You need to be out there looking for a tenant buyer right now. So if you didn't have any money, John, I would recommend you to lock it up, blast it out, and then try to get that tenant buyer before closing. But the problem is, man, how the hell are you going to get tenant buyer at the same time they move out?
Right.
It's just, you're talking about nasty. I wouldn't recommend that because then people coming over there and she's going to be all squeamish. But you can still market it, though. You still market it. I would start marketing it today. Rent to own, no bank qualifying.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes, I love it. What else you got? You good on this? Any questions you got on these numbers here?
No, I think you covered all of it for me.
We got 12. What is that? 12 times 350 is what? We're talking about for the cash flow for the year.
It's 4,200.
4,200, yeah, man. So you get your money back. Say, for instance, you only get 10 to 12 down. You broke even on the buy. You get your money back in 2 years. You have your money back on the cash flow, right? 42 times 2, that's 8,400. Well, 2.5 years, you have your money back. So as you mature in the business, we always look at investments how long is it going to take me to get my initial? Because it's the cash flow is not profit until you get your investment back, right?
Right.
So it's like, how long does it take me? And I want you to just think, how many businesses, John, can you get in, have all your money back in 2.5 years? Can't be done, John. Can't be done
At all.
If you bought a McDonald's or whatever, man. I mean, blind. You get the picture.
Right.
Get the picture. How many businesses or what other investment can you buy where you have and principal pay down and appreciation and depreciation? Oh, I mean, I can keep going.
Yeah.
I can keep going. Okay. Anything else, Brother John? Are you good?
That's it. I think we're good.
All right. If you're good, I'm good. Let me know if you I can send you the information from my inner circle, even with that. I mean, if you want just some little guidance on, I have like a flat fee for per deal. People, they hire me just to do one deal. We do that. Like I'm buying a house for a guy to foreclosure steps next week. So if you want me to kind of help you with this, because it can be scary, man.
Yeah.
These stuff too. So me, I remember my first one, man. I was like, damn, are you sure? Like, you sign this stuff? You think that? Well, for me, it was like I thought the whole thing was just gonna blow up.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because one of the other, not all title companies are the same, and they don't handle these cases the same. So, one of them was like, no, you can't do sub twos. You have to call the lender and make sure.
That's illegal.
Like, yeah, exactly.
All you gotta do is say thank you for your time.
Right.
Thank you for your time.
Exactly.
You seem like you got a calm temperament. You didn't try to do a seminar in front of them.
Exactly.
But John, I tell people all the time, you're walking in the shoes of the wealthy. Not all title company owners are. I know some title company owners that are broke. I have attorneys in my town that won't do wholesale. They won't do subject to. So you just have to find the right one. That's all. No biggie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. You good?
100% good, Chris.
Okay. You got your purchase and sale agreement, and you got your authorization to release. Those are the two. All you need now is those two. You don't need none of those other docs yet.
Okay.
Don't get that stuff signed yet. All you need is the purchase and sale and the authorization, so you can contact the lender.
Gotcha. Okay.
You got the authorization signed yet? Send it over, man. Send it over, dog. Fax it on in.
Okay. And what that allows me to do is just talk to the lender, like you're saying. Correct. Yeah. Awesome.
You're gonna say, hey, listen, I got some paperwork in front of me. It says ABC. Can you just verify that?
Right.
You don't know. I'm not sure your seller is honest and has integrity, but you don't know. Those docs can be altered. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, John. I'm good.
All right. Appreciate it, brother Chris.
I'm gonna stay on to do some Q&A, man.
Okay.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.
Rounduppers. That was so cool. All right, I'm excited for Brother John. Aren't y'all excited for John? I'm gonna do some quick Q&A. Make sure you subscribe to your boy's channel. Subscrizzy. I'm just a bona fide dog sitter. Roundup. All I do is watch the dog all day. That's all I do. Roundup. If you got some Q&A, I'll do that real quick. I'm enjoying this. I haven't done a subject to. I got to tell you. So for the one coaching consultation, people hire me to do consultations, right? For the one you see online, we got 10 people that don't want to come online. They don't want to be seen. But John was a phenomenal player. I see his future's going to be bright. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, the video description below. If you need to learn how to pull comps, PropStream, you can get my discount. It's not much, but still you get a $50 credit for mailers too. I mean, to me, that's worth it. So go on to the link if you need to learn you better be pulling your comps right. You need to know what the mortgage balances are. PropStream is going to tell you exactly what the mortgage balance is. See what we got here. What we got here. Any Q&A, get your questions. I'll do some quick Q&A, my rounduppers. This is so cool. Bounce City. Hey, I like that business. What and how did you approach the seller? You can rewind. He talked about that. This was an online thing. You will know that at the beginning, Bounce City. Rosanna. Hey, Rosanna, what's up? Don't forget, baby boy will be here. We have our registry at, my favorite, Walmart. Your boy go to Walmart. My wife has everything on Amazon or Target. Smooth Jazz. Chris, we're interested in at least option. In an option deal, but we live in California. Do you have anything West Coast or contract person here? I do. What county? You got 10,000? Man, that might get you a box. What city are you in? If you in Cal, if you in Southern or Northern, 10,000 ain't gonna get you nothing, though. Watch the ads on Craigslist. Yeah, they're fake. They can be fake, but still, most guys that are doing rent to own, they're real dudes. They're real dudes. They're investors like me. Or you want a sub too? Yeah. Okay, subject two. Yeah, that's fine. I would do that too. It's storming in Cali. Wow. 44. It's cold out there. Yeah, we're in Virginia. 70 degrees round up. Okay, y'all talking to each other. We're going to find a list of foreclosures in our area. Go to the link below, order your prop street. Get your prop street, and they're going to give the foreclosures. Or you can go to Yellow Letter Lady. They have a list for that too. But you do want to get it before it goes. Well, pre-foreclosure is what you really want. Yeah. Oh, you know that. You put that in. Victoria. Do we go to the county? Smooth Jazz. Do we go to the county recorder's office or city hall? Yes. Does Zillow have up-to-date foreclosure list, pre-foreclosure? They do have some, but to get the most stuff, they all come out in the newspaper, so no big deal. They all have to be publicized. Some states, they go in like in Virginia, they go out in a local publication. I know in Georgia, the county does it themselves down at the courthouse, so they have their own website, which is really nice. Taylor, how much do I charge for coaching? I've got a joining fee. And then it's a flat fee a month. It's like $99 to $109 a month. If you can just email me at Chris Buys Houses, I can send you that. I'm so slacking on that. Mr. R.C. Covington, how do you find the properties that you use for lease options? Well, he found this one using I recommend everybody that we're doing too. SEO, the internet. Everybody's on the internet. Mike Larry, everybody's on the internet. He found a subject to. Here's the thing with subject to. You can't find regular houses with equity without finding houses with no equity. So you can see John did that deal there with it's a house with no equity. Those are my favorites. They are my favorites. Houses with no equity. They are my favorites. All right, that's all I got for you, Rounduppers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Don't forget, we got Ron LeGrand coming to the Roundup channel Monday, 2 o'clock. Still working out the details with that. I was just dealing with a high income earner like that. He's got 3 people you got to talk to. Very interesting, I will say. I cannot wait to tell you the story on how this whole thing is transpiring. And then what else do we have? The Land Trust Masterclass will be next Thursday. What date is that? 21st, 2nd, 23rd. January 23rd, I'll do my Land Trust Masterclass, so you can come on live with that. All right, that's all I got for you, Roundup family. I'll see you soon. I love you. Peace.